My name is Matt Hansen. I'm a professor at the University of Maryland, College Park. It's this amazing piece of global public good infrastructure, like bridges, like whatever. When we get Landsat long-term record, but we improve our cadence, we get 7 and 8 working together, the Europeans start building Landsat-like instruments, we'll just add more and more value, and it brings, what I would just say, transparency to the dynamics of the land surface. When it's open and free, systematic global coverage over time, you have a lot of eyeballs looking at these data, and then we maximize its utility in providing us with information on the environment. So you can imagine, we make a 1 degree by 1 degree land cover map, like put a bow on it. And now every time I see a map, I'm like, well, get ready to make your next map, because you have to do change. If you do any variable once, well, you can do it again. So this idea that we have to do change and do change accurately. Now, in that process of getting into monitoring dynamics, the accuracy assessment is critical. And so over the last 10 years, we've come to realize, I wouldn't say how poor our maps are, but how there are biases, especially in particular regions where you have to, iterate it, work on it, and use validation data to give your area. I guess we're learning more about the limitations, where we can report per pixel areas, like in Brazil, the clear cut, the deforestation events are so big that our Landsat map's great. In Central Africa, where it's smallholder ag on the, in this kind of moth-eaten fringe of the forest, we can have biases. But we're in that process of learning where we're really strong and reliable versus where we need to put more effort. This idea of these data being available to everybody, so not even just the community of US scientists who might support the mission of USGS, but the 2 or 3 teams in China working on global mapping, and our counterparts in Europe, like the Joint Research Center. We all have slight, different ideas about how to do this, and then there's this competition, really, and I think that's great, because, yeah, you get inspiration from other people, and you're trying to do better than the rest in some aspect, some quantifiable aspect, or find a particular strength in your approach compared to others. I mean, that's how we move together as a community, and everybody gets credit. It might be one person did something first or whatever, but it guaranteed it was pushed by these other people, and maybe had a break and got to that point first. But that's super cool.